stream. I set co-host up so you guys can handle anyone coming in.
Patiently waiting.
It still needs to come up. Or why am I fuzzy? Play your silly game. And when I put the green screen, oh, because I have on a green t-shirt. That's why. I have on my green Best Grandpa by Par t-shirt. I forgot all about that. Hello, everybody. Welcome into a late edition of Ken Stout Live with the Zoom Homies. The Zoom Homies with Ken Stout Live. I am your host, Ken Stout Live. We're going to get rid of the fuzziness because I'm going to turn off the I have a green screen, and then it will show that I have a green t-shirt on. So that is fine. We already have Greg, William, Sam with us in Zoom. So go ahead and unmute their mics in OBS and say, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Hello.
I don't know why I'm worried about spilling coffee on my t-shirt. I got baby slobber all over it. Went and spent the afternoon with my son and kids. That's why the stream was late, is we got having such a good time, and all of a sudden we looked up at the clock. Oh my goodness, it's 8:15. We got to eat something. So yes, call me Alex. That's fine. I don't care. Now I have to start the stream deck to turn off the email that's showing. That's pretty bad when I can't remember how I did it manually. There we go. It's off. So how was everyone's Sunday today?
Okay.
Good.
Yeah, I had a good day.
Good. Robert says, Keen. Yes, Greg made it third, but I did not do the YouTube tonight because obviously 22 minutes, 23 minutes late getting started, and the macro's not running. This is all going to be manually done tonight. So it'll be fun because I'm not sure I can remember, how to do all of it. I did make some changes on a couple of things today for the stream. The in stream, I added Mike Wojcik's name, and I got to go in and change the city. I'll do that either tonight or tomorrow. I actually put Toronto just to see how it would fit. And once I got it all where it was supposed to be, I meant to go in and change it to Hamilton, but I forgot to do it. And I got busy trying to get that silly alien to work. I mean, I'm going to show it again on YouTube. You can see the shadows from where it tracked it. I mean, I wanted to make a smaller alien in behind William's face, and I just couldn't get that to work. So I will keep working on that. And then tonight there was no golfing in here. And I do want to see something here while I'm live. So I'll do that in a minute. First things first. I haven't even checked sports scores yet today. Haven't even checked sports scores. Somebody's got YouTube running.
Not me.
It's not me, I don't think. No, I'm muted. I made sure I was muted. Okay, what was I trying? Oh, I know what I was trying to do. I want to add. Oh, the phone's got to be on. I want to add some photos and videos that we took today of the grandchildren. Had a great afternoon. Did you know that red, blue, and yellow are the primary colors?
Yeah.
I didn't either until
Yeah.
my 5-year-old granddaughter told me. I knew it, but you got to make her feel good. So
Yeah.
it was pretty funny. There we go. This might work out. This is actually a good test run for Friday and next Wednesday with the state fair. Oh, Tony, I'll get back to that in a minute. I was teaching the one twin and my grandson. I was teaching them different languages, different things to say, and the first thing that we started out with was, of course, oh, and oh my goodness, he caught that immediately, and he was like, oh, he would not be quiet, and I was teaching him how to count in different languages, and actually was really good. I was impressed. My granddaughter, she picked up on the German you would think she was part German the way she was rattling that stuff off. She's super smart. Super smart. Okay, what am I looking for here? Is it over here? Yeah, no. Took me about 45 minutes today to find one video that I knew I had. I just couldn't remember what I had called it. And that was the issue that I had. It was like, what did I call it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so you cannot copy and paste multiple. I just determined a little thing I don't like about the iPhone. When you go to copy data, you can't do multiple. You know how you can control on a bunch of them and get them and then move them under most circumstances?
Yeah.
Apparently you can't do that with an iPhone. Why does that not surprise me? It's a good thing Alex isn't here, because I'm sure I'd hear all kind of reasons as to why.
Because you got an Apple phone.
Exactly. That's pretty cool. Upside down in 2 of these. We sat there and laughed. Our grandson will be 4 in December. He got a hold of the hose. He went out in the yard and was doing a really good job of spraying it out away from the house. And then all of a sudden, here comes a drenching of water because he got turned around and none of us were paying attention. But as soon as we got wet, boy, we knew that we knew what had happened. All right, so can I do this? Let's try this. Oh, no, I cannot. I guess maybe I can. Somebody start a conversation. I'm trying to do the Doug Betts half screen thing, with one half being the Apple phone, the other half being my destination. And I'm going to see if I cannot drop and drag, which it looks like you can drop and drag, so that's good.
Damn it. How's your cat doing?
He's doing well. He's spoiled.
Spoiled.
Yeah,
They're
he's
just well
spoiled.
trained.
Yeah.
You know, as I say, you're
No,
well.
I think Sam's got it correct. I think spoiled is a good choice of words. I'm not a cat owner, but every cat owner I've ever known, they spoil their cats.
Yes. Yes, he is spoiled. He probably eats better than I do. I'm serious. He gets duck and salmon and chicken cutlets or whatever.
We
I don't think
went
I've ever.
to Panda Express tonight because that as late as it was getting out, we knew we weren't going to go to a sit down place, and it closed at 9, so that was kind of attracting us. But they seemed to run out of a lot of food, and I came to the conclusion that, well, they ran out a lot of food because it is 10 minutes till 9. And of course, they're not going to cook a lot of food. It just makes no sense for them to do that. But what we had was pretty good. I will have to admit, wasn't bad.
So it's also a Sunday night, so they're probably, if there's anything, mm, you know, most restaurants and places don't keep things after Sunday night. They check it because
Right?
they're
No.
rotated new stock.
Yeah.
Come Monday morning or Tuesday morning.
Yep. What am I trying to do? I'm just losing it here. Okay. Well, Tony asked how golfing was. Golfing was good. I won by 2 strokes after being down. Today was a very weird day of golfing. I had 4 pars. My brother had 2 pars. And going into the 18th hole, I was up by 1. And I thought all I got to do is just maintain what I've been doing and I'll be fine. So I ended up getting a par, and he ended up getting a bogey, so that picked up the extra stroke for me. I mean, I kind of figured I was going to win, seriously, but it's kind of nice to have a little bit of a cushion. All right, I'll have to deal with this later, apparently. I'm trying to get OBS to add pictures to the image slide that is showing over on YouTube, and for some reason it's not wanting me to. When I click the plus sign, I click on the picture I want, and I click on open, it is not wanting to work. So I'm not going to fight that tonight. I'll work all of that later on, either tonight or tomorrow. Got plenty of time to do that. My putter once again decided it was going to go to St. Louis, and I was fortunate that my little brother's putter decided it was going to follow me to St. Louis. But it was fun. His friend showed up when we were coming off 13. Oh, it did add it. Okay, cool. Um, we're already preparing for the next time we're going to play, which will probably be the weekend of August 12th and 13th, I think is when we decided. I'm not 100% sure. I believe that was what I heard floating around. Main thing is I won. And I was down. So, and I was experimenting. I was messing around, which I shouldn't have done that. I should wait and do that when I'm not competing, so to speak. And I know he's been, I could tell he's been. Sorry about that. Something in my throat. I could tell he's been practicing. He was hitting some of the most beautifulest, highest, straightest tee shots. And if it wasn't for the fact that they were 40 yards short, he'd have kicked my butt. Seriously. So that was thankful. Tony Wallow, one fish. Great guy. Robert says, Keen. Robert says, Panda Express means you ate dog. No, we had chicken. Tim Soul says, hello. Hello, Tim. Wintermute says, hello to Tim and Tony. Hello, Wintermute. Did you guys mess around anymore last night with Hey Jen after I left? Or did Sour Grapes Doug or Greg keep you from doing that?
No, but we'll see about getting Alex involved with it.
Getting Alex involved with Hey Jen?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to see that.
That'll be fun to watch.
I want to see that. He and I had a video editing competition once. He used Wondershare Filmora Wondershare. I used DaVinci, and it did not go well. I don't see him doing that. It's just not his cup of tea. He might surprise me. I don't know, but I don't see that he would do that. Tony says, what? We last night after the stream ended, we, when I say we, me, got on Hey Jen and we brought a picture of me in, and then we eventually ended up going with a AI generated person. But we put massive amount of chat in there, and we were messing with different speeds and different. What's the one of them speed? What's the other one? Pitch. The other one was pitch. It was fun. And then I downloaded it, and I did mess around last night a little bit in DaVinci after I left, and I split it up and slowed them down and sped them up and slowed them down. I'm looking forward to it. I think I personally want to wait until August. That way, if you get more to download, that gives everyone more opportunity to do something. And besides, what's today? The 30th. We only got 2 days to go until it's the 1st, so no big loss. It was fun though. I enjoyed it. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to crack me up anyway. It was fun. I gotta go catch up with the world. Somebody talk while I go catch up and see what's going on.
So you've done me dinner now, Greg, huh?
We almost had pizza. Pizza actually sounds good, but there was no pizza place. Cincinnati beat LA 9-0 today. That's good. Atlanta beat Milwaukee 8-6. So I guess in theory that means Cincinnati and Milwaukee are tied for first, with Milwaukee holding the tiebreaker. But it's still too early in the season to even worry about it. I follow Cincinnati. Oh no, they got Cincinnati being in first place by percentage points. By 0.004 percentage points ahead of Milwaukee. I mean, that's all it takes. That's pretty cool. got one more thing I want to go check up, and then I can get out of checking up. I don't need to worry about my emails or anything. Where do I find this at? This is still all baseball. I don't want baseball. I want. What do I want?
The winning lottery numbers.
No, clearly. That would be nice.
If you find yours, maybe you can find ours.
If it's big enough, I'll split it with you. We put Alex on one side of the island, we'll put a big wall up, and we'll go to the other side of the island. As long as, boy, I can be even meaner than that. We'll buy an island, put Alex on one side, put a wall up, keep him on one side. We will get good internet, and he will not get internet. No, Lorna did not get off work late. Lorna was actually off today. We went and spent the afternoon with my grandchildren and my son. And it was per their request, we got there a little bit later in the afternoon, which was fine. And we didn't want to just spend 10, 15 minutes there. And we did lose track of time. I'm taking my socks off, by the way. We lost track of time. So that's why the stream was late getting started. And the stream is manually being run. I did not start the macro. I wore my Snoopy socks today. I don't know if you can see them or not.
That's why you went to golf.
I didn't wear those to play golf. I wore those I wore my Best Grandpa by Par. Of course, they can't read yet. And then they bought the socks for me, so I wear them. And I wore my crazy golfing hat. They think that's the funniest thing in the world. Baby spit on my shoulder, which was fine. Little dude's got 2 teeth already, 6 months old on the, I think he said the second, which is hard to believe. Didn't seem like it was that long ago. All right, I got to quit moving around because of the green screen. But yeah, that's why we're late. That's why I'm late getting started. She works Monday, Wednesday, Saturday this coming week. And Friday, we're going to, as we know, I'm going to be at the State Fair. So we'll shoot for 9:30. Realistically, probably going to be 10 o'clock, I would say. Maybe even 10:30. We'll see what happens. I hear the Filipino TV's playing. We were watching a movie while we were having dinner called The Gray. Looked interesting. Earlier today, I got a bunch of email from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I guess giving them my email. I should have given my Zoom email. I didn't think about that. We did not get over to see my mom like we had planned, but she got the news. I forwarded it to my sister. She took care of it for me. Oh, what else? What else? What else? That's about it. Took a long nap today.
It's too bad you can't take your mom to the this car simulator.
Yeah, that would be kind of fun. The one up at Micro Center would probably be the easiest for her to do because it's not, it's just a chair. It doesn't have the cage and everything. Plus, it doesn't have the virtual reality thing.
Yeah.
But that would be kind of fun just to see her try to do that. And they could gear it down to literally anything. I mean, they could put it on a street course, which would be hard to do, but it would be interesting to see her do that. I'd like to see Lorna do it, actually. I had to laugh at the 5-year-olds today. They were explaining things to us as 5-year-olds like to do. And they were like, "Grandpa, did you know we have 2 grandmas?" And I'm like, "I did not know that." "Yep, we have a Grandpa Sue Young and we have a Grandpa Grandma. Or we have a Grandma Grandma." I'm like, Grandma, who's that?" And they pointed over to Lorna. It's pretty funny. Rick says he finally left Zoom around 2:15 a.m. I was sound asleep by then. And got up at 6. She finally rolled out of bed about 6:30. Did not get to the range. Did not get to warm up, which was fine. And I was just doing silly, crazy things that seemed to work out, seemed to help. I'll put it that way. They did seem to help. I shouldn't have done it on the game, but playing my brother, so it didn't really make any difference. I sure hope he's not watching this. I got him.
Chris.
Yeah. Yeah, snowman. Okay. Hello, Chris. Now he's connecting to audio. Maybe. I'm gonna throw him back in the waiting room. That sometimes fixes that issue. At least I've seen it work in the past. So now he's over there. Zoom is doing the same thing. All right, we're going to let you back in, Chris. And hopefully that will solve your issue. There, he's back. All right, Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
See, I don't know what it is, but whenever someone's connecting to audio like that and it doesn't connect, just put them over in the waiting room, count to about 3, bring them back, and it usually works the second time around. I don't know what it is.
put me in a waiting room.
I'm not a professional technician, so I couldn't tell you.
Why not?
I'm not a professional technician. If I was a professional technician, I probably still couldn't tell you.
Are you an enthusiast or hobbyist?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm watching the screen, so that did work out. I didn't think they went in there, but I guess that you can do it that way now. That's good. That's better than typing the doggone path in there. Easier for me. I would say, Chris, I am both an enthusiast, whatever the word is, and hobbyist. I really like messing around with DaVinci. I watched a thing today that I was just like, man, I got to try that. That looks so cool. And then me being me is I'm watching this tutorial and the effect itself is really cool, but I'm already 5 steps ahead thinking, I wonder if I can apply that here, or I wonder, can I apply this from here into there? So probably tomorrow night, since she's at work, once the stream ends, I'll hang around on Zoom, but I'll mess around with it in DaVinci. Of course, if Greg leaves, I'll share it with you guys, and we can all kind of figure it out together.
Greg can help.
He's got to check his calendar.
Sorry, I'm preoccupied.
Nap.
No,
Let's see, you got the yard mode. You can't do that at night anyway. You got your door fixed, didn't you? That's all done.
yeah, yeah.
You get your floor put in?
No, I gotta call them. It's been a week.
There you go. Oh, I got to laugh. My son cooked habanero brats tonight for a snack. And I'm not a big habanero fan, but it really wasn't all that bad. But my grandson said he wanted a little bite, so I got him a little sliver. I don't know, maybe like that big, because I mean, I'm thinking habanero, it's just going to be too hot for him, right? And put it on the fork. He takes it and he kind of sniffs around at it. You could just tell that he knew this thing was hot. And he goes, hot. And oh, that's okay. You don't have to eat it. Next thing I know, boy, he sticks that fork in his mouth and rips that fork out. He's got the whole piece of habanero brought in his mouth. You couldn't count to 2. He reaches down for his bottle of water and picks up that water. I mean, it's one of those, it's funny, but it's not funny, you know? And he drank the water. He did actually eat the piece of brat. and took a second one. So and I didn't think it was that bad, honestly, because I was expecting it to be really hot, but it wasn't that bad. Um, Pretty good actually. Should have brought 4 or 5 of them home from dinner, and then I might have been on time. Boy, I don't like this not using your green screen, but with the screen, if I bring the green screen up, then it does that. And if I sit perfectly still, then there's no fuzziness going on. Now I'm guessing it's doing what it's doing right now because the fan's running and therefore the green screen is moving. Well, then again, I don't know.
I think Rick might need help with that banner thing on his channel.
Yeah, I think he's good with it. I think he what he said made sense. Is he? Oh, there you go. He's actually doesn't have a picture that he likes, and I understand that because of the way that it's set up. Now, bear with me here. Of course, I won't be able to find this.
Oh God, here we go.
Now that's interesting. I don't see, and I know I had that in here.
There's a professional computer tech.
You're funny, Chris.
You see, Kerry reran when he made that Cube PC.
No, I've been swamped. I've been busy. I worked all day today on videos and photos. And I'm texting back and forth with my client right now. Women are, let me rephrase that. Some people are picky.
Yeah.
We'll send Alex your way to do business with you.
Sure, just add some more worms to the can to open.
Really? So, Chris, I created this trying to get a banner, and the thing is, I like the picture, but the original picture, Alex, is way down in here and not part of it. So I went in and I masked him out and brought him up, and I still got some work to do with it. I think I can make this work eventually. The problem is finding you a really good picture to put in your banner because it's so restrictive as far as the size goes. And I'm not going to change it. Well, I could though. I guess I could go in here and change it for here. Can I do that?
Kind of crazy idea.
My kind of idea.
Alex has to stand up in that stand-up machine every hour, once an hour.
Yeah, he does. He does.
So if you give a picture of him standing up in that machine, that might help with the height issue.
Possibly, and it might not be that difficult to phase or erase the machine out as opposed to trying to. I actually did try to paint the background, and it was just impossible to do. I just gave up on it, but that's not a bad idea.
Because you can put Alex in the background far less to see most of his head show.
Right. Josh, you having camera issues? Looked like it was trying to connect to a virtual camera there for a second.
I had camera issues last weekend. My freaking camera overheated and shut off in the middle of a photo shoot. Good thing I carried 3 camera bodies with me.
Yeah, I mean, that can't be good.
No, it's not good when you're making money.
Yeah, really. I mean,
What's your plans for the mini computer?
With
I
that,
I don't know yet, Chris. I'm taking the attitude of sort of waiting and seeing when it gets here. I've got a couple of ideas. Um, I'll put it to good use, and if I don't put it to good use, then I will figure out a way to put it to good use elsewhere, if that makes sense. Speaking of elsewhere, I have a Netgear AC 1750, I believe it is, router.
Really?
Yep, I do. I can't use it. AT&T, you can't use a second router. You have to use their all-in-one nonsensical thing.
You can disable the wireless.
Oh, that's not true.
Disable a bridge that route, the AT&T router.
Well, I'm going to tell you what AT&T told me, and you guys can think what you want. Can't be done.
Okay.
Can't be done. I called AT&T and
Really?
asked them, and it cannot be done. Yeah. So I'm thinking about giving it away. I'm thinking
I'd
about.
hang on to that. I would hang on to that for a
I'll tell
little
you
while.
something in a minute.
I had it plugged into my USB hub and worked at the camera we plugged into. It wasn't turned on.
Are you
Oh.
a fiber kid?
Yeah, I am.
Okay,
Hey,
that makes a little more sense. Can you plug in? Okay, I'm assuming it's got 4 ports on the back.
At least I'm running
You
one into
should be
this
able to.
bedroom, one into that bedroom. Yeah, it's got at least 4.
You should be able to plug in a router to that and configure it and make it work. I've done it before. But I
Well,
don't know about fiber.
AT&T says I can't do it, so. But
Disable it, set
Well-
the Netgear as access point then.
Yeah,
hang on a second.
Well,
We'll be right
probably
back.
whoever.
And do an access point.
Yeah, probably whoever Ken talked to doesn't know what they're talking about. I have done it before on fiber optics for a client.
And I've disabled the wireless before, and I've done it before too. But what happens is AT&T, they can log into your router and they'll re-enable the wireless.
I don't know.
I've had that happen.
Really? I used to be with AT&T and I had my own router.
Their modems, like I got, they use the same modem for fiber. And also at the church, my church, they got that fixed wireless. And it uses the same router. It says UVerse on it, but it's wireless.
Maybe they've changed some things on me that I'm not aware of.
But our
Sorry,
church
Chris.
has got an access point. So it's actually 2 routers, but
If they're anything like Spectrum and Cox and that, they refirm the firmware update on the routers nightly to the set image.
Yeah, that is true. I forgot
that's
about
probably,
that, William.
that's probably what happened.
So there are 4 ports off of it, and I am using all 4 of them. I figured I would check it out since I had to go see what she wanted. But now I'm trying to think of what the 4 are, because there's 1 in here, 1 in there, 1 in the
So they're
shield.
hardwired, right?
Oh yeah, everything's hardwired. The only thing wireless in this house is our phones.
Yeah, the only thing wireless is my house is all the smart devices, all the cameras and motion detectors and all. Every light in here is a smart light except for the ones in the bathroom. I ain't never gonna put a smart light in there because I don't want somebody turning the lights off when I'm in the shower.
Yeah, it's more fun to do it with the switch.
Or turn the hot water off, if you know what I mean. Practical
Yeah.
jokers, they still linger around here.
That always reminds me of my grandmother's house had a closed-in carport, and the bedroom I slept in used to have a door, and the light switch was right there by the door. One night I put that switch on in the middle of the night. My grandmother got so mad.
Yeah, I wished I'd had a video of the grandson. He was out there with the hose, and we're not paying any attention to it until all of a sudden we didn't get drenched by no means, but we got wet. He thought that was the funniest thing. He had a blast with that hose, I'll tell you that. Long Dog says
Yeah,
I
my
should keep it
cousin.
just for a backup. Yeah, I mean, it's good
Yeah, I'd
router. It's a
hang
good
on to it.
router. When I had it
I'd
running
hang
there in
on to it.
Illinois.
I would hang on to it, Ken. There should be a way to use that.
I asked my cousin, I said, you think that switch still works? He said, I don't know, flip it and see. I flipped it, it came on in there. She come in our room and got on to us, and yet my grandfather was still in there snoring. He didn't even know it.
How old's the kid you were talking about, Ken, with the water hose?
He will be 4 in December.
Oh yeah, he was having a blast.
Yeah, the twins will be 5. He will be 4. My other granddaughter will be 3, and then the 2 youngest grandchildren were both born in February of this year, so we've got that little bit of a gap, which is nice.
Man, you must have to buy a lot of Christmas presents.
Oh, we do. Well, here's the deal. The twins were born December 24th.
Oh
Maddie
wow,
was born
Christmas Eve.
December 31st, but we celebrate their birthdays in October. So they get birthday presents, and then they turn around and get Christmas presents. So
Yeah, somebody in my previous relationship, their birthday was on Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve or something. It's kind of weird. You got to buy birthday presents and Christmas presents.
I just want to be around when they get to the age when they realize that, hey, wait a minute, our birthday is not in October. And they're close now. They are really, they are so super, I mean, just, you can't put anything
Boy
by
and
them.
girl or girl and boy twins?
2 girls.
Oh, wow. Identical?
No, thank
No.
goodness. Although they are starting to look a little bit alike. They have 2 different personalities. They cracked me up because the one granddaughter today, she was saying that her and Yana Bell are twins. We knew this. And then she says, and then Maddie and the new baby are twins. Well, they're not. Maddie's going to be 4, and this guy was born in February. But in their mind, they see, twins because it's 2 boys. Pretty funny. Had a
That's
friend get married on
awesome.
Christmas Day. Yeah, that I would not want to get married on Christmas Day. Wouldn't want to get married on any holidays.
They going to
Although
school
we
this
got
year,
married
aren't
2
they?
days before Lorna's birthday. So, but she's never
Yeah, they
gone
go to
down
school
that
this
road.
year, aren't they?
Do I?
They go to school this year, don't they?
They
Start
start
school.
next year, actually. I don't know if they're
Okay.
going to put them in preschool or not. They will start kindergarten next year. School's already started
I
here in Indiana. School
Wow.
started
my
last
niece is
week in
gonna start.
Indiana. Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't
School
have
started.
preschool growing up.
Yeah, we didn't either. We had kindergarten and straight into 1st grade, but yeah, school has actually started on what day was that? The 25th, whatever that was on. Was it the
Man,
26th?
they must get out of school early too.
No, they don't. They get out that what my son explained it to me because of all the breaks they get. They get literally 6 2-week breaks spread out through the entire school year. So if you think about that, that's 6 weeks off.
Really?
My thinking would be go back to the way it used to be when school started late August, early September, and take away some of these breaks you're giving these kids.
Well, I'd always started school in I don't know, I think the first week of September and went all the way to the first week of June.
That
That's
was what we did because now why I remember it
But
was because go ahead.
but sometimes it would carry over into the 2nd or 3rd week of June because we had to make up all the damn snow days.
Snow
Because
days,
I
right.
grew up,
Yep.
which sucked.
Yep.
And
I
I
remember.
still can't believe it till this day. Now, if it snows anywhere, they all freak out and it's shut down. But back in my day or your day, we went to school no matter what. We got on that big old yellow bus, and that bus would drive down streets that weren't even plowed yet. Sometimes it
We
got
were,
stuck. You sat on the
we
bus
were
all
out of
day.
school. We were out of school. The first space shuttle that went down.
Oh, I skipped that day just so I could watch it.
We had
I
a
got in a
snow
lot of
day.
trouble.
You was in Statesboro, wasn't you?
No, I was in Lynchburg, Virginia when that shuttle blew up.
Okay.
And I got punished, and Mom made me rake all the leaves in the backyard. I won't forget it as long as I live. I want to stay home to watch the space shuttle go up as a kid, believe it or not. Had no
I can see
idea I
that.
was going to be in aviation or none of that stuff, even though I was born into it.
Were there any
Crazy.
snow in Lynchburg?
Now,
Yeah, it snows in Lynchburg, Virginia.
they
I
still
mean,
go to
were they
school
in
year
that day?
round, California, Tim?
Hmm.
Do they still go to school year round in California?
Well, it depends if you're homeschool or if it's private school. The public schools don't. Well, some of
Really?
them do. Some of them do. It depends on what the kid wants to do. There's some smart kids out there. They want to go to school year round, and some of them have degrees before they even go to college. It's crazy. We got a couple of interns right now at work. They've already got degrees in engineering and this and that and the other. They hadn't even started college yet. And one kid came back to work for us this summer, Jacob.
Nice.
The kid's smart as hell. He knows how to program everything.
You
He's
got
only he's only 17 years old. He's smart as a tack. He knows a lot more than I do, and I've been doing this for over 20 years. I'm amazed.
you have some dual enrollment students.
Yeah.
They're in high school, about 16 years old, 15, 16, and they're taking college courses for college credit.
Right.
Matter,
Right.
matter of fact, Mr. Doug Betts, he was involved in the school here, the Cart High School. I forget what that stands for, but it's all engineering and technology school for kids that are smart. And we had a couple of interns that helped out with our EAA chapter here in Fresno. And Doug was, you know, he started some of that stuff. That's pretty cool. I don't know if he's still involved in that stuff or not. I think he's kind of wound it back a little bit.
So our school starts the August the 8th. I'm just looking at the calendar.
Hell, they're already talking about back to school supplies sales here, so it's getting ready to start up real soon.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, Lowe's has got Halloween stuff up already.
I'm surprised they
You
don't have
gotta be
Christmas
kidding
up.
me.
Seriously.
Tomorrow the teachers go back.
I do need some new Christmas lights. I don't know. I didn't put Christmas lights up this year. I've never done that before.
We put a few out. We'll do the Clark Griswold thing this year.
I won't
I'm
forget
sure.
one year I decorated the house. I had a house in Greensboro. I decorated the crap out of that house. I was shocked when I got my electric bill.
I'll bet.
Wow.
I'll bet.
It jumped $600. I was like, nope, no more Christmas lights. That was before we had LED lights and all the smart technologies we had. That was back in the 90s, early 90s.
Now they got those laser projectors that project the stars at your house without all the lights.
Oh man, you could decorate your whole house and tune it in to some kind of program on your computer and it'll play Metallica and dance to it and stuff or whatever tune you want to play. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, when I think of Christmas music, Metallica's the first band that comes to my mind.
Man, there's some good videos out there if you Google it. You know, Metallica Christmas lights on a house, and you can tune it in on your car.
What was the
It's,
name of that TV show on ABC that was Christmas Lights something? And they went around to
oh,
3
they won
locations.
it. One of them was from Fresno, I think.
Yeah,
That
I'm
was
trying to
kind of
think.
cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of the name of the show. Um, it'll
What was
come
it? The
to me
best
eventually.
lights or something or another?
My Mrs. K would know, but I don't remember
I
stuff like that.
forgot. But these people have like almost 1 million lights.
Oh yeah, there was a guy in Vegas that he actually won the show. Well, he wasn't in Vegas. He was down in the town going towards Flagstaff. That'll come to me as well. We went down there and looked at, and what got me was on TV. This thing looked just huge and ginormous and just really impressive. In person, I kid you not, my backyard's probably bigger than what his whole setup was. But due to cameras and lights and angles and this, that, and the other, it looked the way that it looked.
Yeah,
But
it's amazing what people's creativity can do.
oh yeah,
Real simple
I'm not gonna buy that many lights. I just want a few. I like to square out my windows of lights in my patio, and that's it.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that's about 3 to 5 thousand lights. So that gives you an idea how big the windows in the patio is. Last year, I just didn't feel like putting them up. It's a major task.
There we go. Wintermute dropped a wink link. The Great Christmas Light Fight. Yes,
Oh, there it is.
yeah, we used to watch that all the time.
Do they still do that?
It says on October 24th, 2022, the series was renewed for an 11th
Oh,
season. So I guess they
ABC.
do. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I wonder if there's any videos on YouTube.
Well, I'm sure there are.
I have to go check that out.
If there's not, I would be surprised. Wonder if there's any copyright violations if there are any on YouTube.
That's something else I have questions about. Somebody, playing these cool lights and they're using bands, professional bands, and they don't strike them on it. I find that very odd.
They only do it looks like 6 episodes a season. I'll have to get a hold of I have a friend in Vegas that her next door neighbor, I guess it'd be 2 doors down, was in it one year and didn't win, but then he rejoined it, and the year that it did win, he had passed away before it aired. So I don't know it was that a sympathy win or not. I really don't. This guy, man, he went all out. I mean, he had a pirate ship and cannons
Oh, I
and
remember that.
lights, and oh gosh, it was so cool. It really was. And you're right, the creativity of people just is amazing. Me, string the lights, plug them in.
That's a
They might
secret.
they spend 200 to 300 hours thinking that stuff up
Oh
and
yeah,
putting it together. And the light show might only last 8 minutes. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, some of those guys they start October setting this stuff up, and they live in the regions where they can do that. You're not going to do that in certain regions that get a lot of snow and rain and bad weather. Clearly, Long
We
Dog
have a
Blue
thing.
thinks that's funny.
We have a thing here in Fresno called Christmas Tree Lane. It's on Van Ness Avenue. And it's like where all the rich homes are, and this thing's been going on for 100 years. Matter of fact, they got pine trees planted there and they're dated, you know, how long they've been there just for the Christmas tree lane, and they keep their tradition going.
Yeah.
And they shut down the street for a couple of nights or whatever, so you can walk down it and view everything. And I've been here since 2004, and I still have not seen it. I hear it's awesome. You can Google it. It's on YouTube. Christmas Tree Lane, Fresno. It's crazy. Really nice. And these guys, I think they start putting lights up in what, September or something.
No idea. I'm gonna go
I
ahead
can believe
and
it.
That's
coming
nuts.
up on an hour of streaming now, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Tomorrow night I'll be back to normal 9 o'clock. I want to give a few shout outs. Long Dog, Rick Lakes, Robert Michael, great guy. One Fish 26, Tony Wallow, and if I missed you, I'm sorry. Wintermute was there, dropped a couple of links for us. A link. Chris Garrett was there. I believe that's everybody. Thank you so much. Sorry I was late. It will be on time tomorrow night. That I will make sure of. Rick says he'll see us in a little bit. I'm sure we'll see Wintermute. Good night. Thank you for being here. Have a great evening, or what's left of it.